Hello everyone, and today we will be ranking every first overall pick since the year 2000. That is right, I'm back with another tier list, and you heard the title of the video, and you know what we're doing. So let's just get into it. In the 2000 NHL entry draft, Rick DiPietro was selected first overall. Now, he was not the best. Let's be honest. He had a couple of good years, but he was never an all-star goalie, which is what he was supposed to be. So, I'm going to put him in the D category. He was not supposed to go first overall. I don't think he should have been first overall at all. And they signed him to a 15-year contract, and they're still paying him, which just doesn't make sense at all. Ilya Kovalchuk. 2001 first overall pick, and he had a solid career, bro. I think it was worth the pick in 2001. Maybe I'm forgetting who was in the 2001 draft, but I can't remember right now. So I'm gonna have to put it in B. He was a solid player for many years for the Atlanta Thrashers and many different teams, so I'm gonna have to go with that. Here we have the human highlight reel, Rick Nash. Now, Rick Nash had a very similar career to Ilya Kovalchuk. They had around the same amount of points. They played for a similar amount of time, and they went back-to-back for first overall picks. I think Rick Nash was a very solid player. So I'm going to have to put him in B category again. He had a pretty similar career to Ilya Kovalchuk. Next, we have Marc-Andre Fleury. Now, Marc-Andre Fleury is a definition of a superstar goalie. Marc-Andre Fleury has fallen off in the last couple of years, but really, I think his prime was with Vegas. Now I know he had two cups with the Pittsburgh Penguins, and he's known for the Pittsburgh Penguins, but I started watching hockey when he was a part of the Vegas Golden Knights, and I was just remember being shocked of the saves that he would do. And I think he's second all-time for all-time saves, and I think he will end up being the greatest goalie of all time after it's all done. Now we got Alexander Ovechkin, 2004 first overall pick, and there's not much I can say here. He is the best goal scorer in NHL history, and I think he's gonna break the record. Not this season, or maybe not even next season, but he will break the record. And he's him. I have to put him in S. Sidney Crosby. Oh, maybe F. No, S. He's one of the greatest players of all time. You have to put him in S. Here it is, interesting. Erik Johnson. Now, he's had a worse career because of injuries. He had potential, but unfortunately just had injuries, which, But, again, I didn't think he should have been first overall. I don't think he should have. And same thing with Rick DiPietro. I do think he's better. He was really important for the Avalanche in the 2022 Cup run. I'm going to put him at C because of that, but, again, he's not a first overall pick. Patrick Kane. I might get heat for this, but I do think he's on par. I think he's in S tier. I think he's in S tier. I don't think the most popular in the 2010s, I don't think it was Sidney Crosby the most popular. I think it was Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane used to be the best player in the world. 2015, it was Patrick Kane. For that, he was more popular than Ovi and Sidney Crosby in that time, which is just an incredible feat to do, so S tier for me. Steven Stamkos, 2008 first overall pick. Now, obviously, he's been the captain for Tampa Bay Lightning for many years, but I don't think I think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, no doubt, but I don't think he's as good as people make him out to be. I'm going to put him at B, not going to lie. John Tavares. He was great for the Islanders for 9 years, but after joining the Leafs, he hasn't been as good. Obviously, he's getting older, but has to take responsibility for that. And he was like generational at one point. And I think if everything worked out for him and he won a cup with the Islanders, he would have been A tier. But I'm gonna still have to put him in B tier. Or actually, I'm going to move Steven Stamkos to A tier. I think that makes sense. Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall, he was pretty good. He's a pretty good player. He was really good. Obviously, he did win a Hart with the Devils. But besides that, he's been quite an average player. I think I'm going to put him at B. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is basically the same thing as Taylor Hall. I'm going to put him at B. Neil Yakupov, you guys probably don't even know who this is. If you do, you know that he was really, really bad, and he's the biggest bust in NHL history. So, obviously, we're going to have to put him at F. Nathan MacKinnon, I think is an S tier already, and I know that might rub some people the wrong way, but I think he's S tier already. Aaron Ekblad, he definitely shouldn't have gone first overall, because Leon Draisaitl was in this draft, and he definitely should have been first. Aaron Ekblad, he's one of the better defensemen on the Florida Panthers, but I don't think he's the best defenseman on the Florida Panthers. So I'm going to actually put him at C. I think he's a B player, but, looking at the other people at B, I don't think he's on par with John Tavares or Rick Nash or Taylor Hall or anything like that. Connor McDavid, greatest player of all time. He's going to have to put him an S. Austin Matthews, as much as I hate the guy, he's on pace for 77. But is he an S right now? Is he an S already? Because I'm going to put him an S already. Nico Hischier is a solid player. Captain for the Devils. I think that was actually long overdue. And he's past his prime already, I think. Or he hasn't had his prime yet. We'll just have to wait and see. Devils have been really disappointing this year. He's honestly been pretty disappointing this year. But I'm going to overall put him at B. Rasmus Dahlin is one of the best defensemen in the league. But his team is disappointing as hell. But that doesn't take away from anything with him. And he was definitely one of the better players in this draft. I don't know if he should have gone first overall, but I think he should have. So I'm actually going to put him A. Jack Hughes. I don't think he's S yet, but I think when his career's done, he's definitely going to be one of those. So A right now. Alexei Lafreniere. It's taking time. But you gotta be patient. And I think at his best, he'll be an A. Right now, though, I think he's a D. He hasn't shown much. Owen Power, I haven't really been following. Or actually, these are way too soon to judge. Well, we're going to look at the potential, okay? The potential for Bedard, the sky's the limit with this guy. So, S. Owen Power, the potential for him, I think A could be his highest that he'll be. Yuri Slafkovsky, obviously he's in the Montreal Canadiens, but I think the highest he'll be is a B. Now let's put these guys back into too soon, because they're too soon to judge. Well, that was my tier list ranking. I hope you enjoyed the video. Go subscribe to Top Bunk Hockey, and I'll see you later.